Let's be honest, the struggle to get resources in War and Order is real, especially as you move up higher levels and every upgrade, research, and troop recruitment gets ridiculously expensive. The three most obvious ways to get resources in the game, aside from what little you're able to produce from the buildings in your castle, are to either gather at resource plots, attack other castles, or to start your own farm account. But sometimes even these methods aren't enough. Fortunately, there are other ways to stock up on the resources you need, and we're going to look at a few different ways that you can stock up on resources without having to bust out your credit card to buy them. Killing monsters is a great way to earn resource crates. The higher level the monster you kill, the better the rewards. You're going to want to focus on killing ones that are inside of your alliance territory as they drop even more rewards. And anytime you're logged in, you should always use all of your available stamina to kill monsters and build up your stock of resource crates. You're going to want to make sure that you've depleted all of your stamina before sending marches out to gather. Now, unlike the resources that you get from gathering and raiding, the resource crates are stored in your pack instead of your active inventory, which means they can't be plundered if you get raided. The VIP function is great for giving you boosts that will help keep your resource stores stocked. As you can see here, I have VIP level 7 and it's active. I keep it active at all times. The most obvious bonus it gives me is that 35% resource output boost, which helps a lot. But it also gives other bonuses that can help in less obvious ways. See that extra marching army it gives me? This comes in handy when it comes to gathering. Being able to send 5 marches out to gather instead of just 4 really adds up. It also gives attack and monster speed attack boosts, which help me defeat higher level monsters, as well as march speed boosts and stamina recovery speed boosts, which allows me to kill more monsters and faster. Both the Infinite Wars and Star Ruins shops have plenty of resource crates to purchase. By completing both Infinite Wars and Star Ruins mining each day, then spending those rewards in the shops, you should be able to build up quite a stock of resource crates fairly quickly. And when it comes to Infinite Wars, you really only have to play the minigame once per week. After that, you can use the auto option to just receive the same score and courage coins as you did on the initial run for the week. Both of these methods require such little time investment that I also recommend doing them on your farm accounts daily once you've upgraded your farm to C15 to unlock them. Always keep your depot building upgraded as high as you can. Not only will this add to your resource protection rate when you get attacked, but it will also increase the number of free resource buys that you get each day at the resource sale. All of the emblems give you some helpful bonuses, but the Faith emblem is the one that's going to help you get more resources. It raises the resource output rate of the buildings in your castle. The higher you upgrade this emblem, the greater the increase in output rate you will get. There are far too many events in this game to try to list them all here. But the one thing that most of them have in common is that they include resources or resource crates in the prizes. The more events you join and compete in, the more resources you're going to earn. And many of these prizes also include other highly valuable items, so it's a win all around. Once you've unlocked the Harvest Lord skill, you can use it every 12 hours to instantly receive 6 hours of output from all of your resource buildings. If you're diligent in using it every 12 hours, this essentially allows you to increase the resource output by 50% every day. Completing the daily tasks each day will earn you some additional resources, not to mention other useful items such as Lord XP, materials chests, and emblem fragment chests. Doing enough of the daily tasks to unlock all of these chests each day really adds up over time. Each of the zodiacs will give you a reduction of the cost on either upgrading buildings or researching in the college. This resource cost reduction will go a long way in helping you to save up for those larger upgrades. Be sure to always have troops gathering in the Star Ruin so that you can buy more Birthstone Box in the Star Ruin shop and have plenty of Star Source to upgrade them. There are a few artifacts that can also reduce the cost of building upgrades. Focus on these specific artifacts and make sure that you have them equipped in your artifact array anytime you start a building upgrade. The first one to focus on is Dropner. The 1-star version will get you a reduction on wood costs for building, 2-star is going to reduce the cost of food for building upgrades, and 4-star will reduce the cost of stone for building upgrades. The second one to focus on is the Eye of Horus. The 1-star version will get you a reduction on stone costs for building upgrades, and the 3-star will get you a reduction on iron costs. By making the right choices in which Lord equipment, achievement badges, and gathering speed buffs you use before you send your marches out, you can significantly increase the amount of resources that you're gathering. When it comes to Lord equipment, look for any items that have either the load boost or gathering speed attributes. There are many to choose from depending on which level of equipment you're able to produce in the blacksmith building. For example, if your blacksmith building is at level 20, you should be able to create and use the prayer belt, ice bracelet, and scale boots to increase both gather speed and load boost. For achievement badges, always make sure you have both the plunderer and hard labor badges equipped if you have them unlocked before you go out gathering. These will also increase your gather speed and load boost when equipped. If you happen to have some gems to spend, you can often find resource crates at reduced cost in both the Weekend Hot Shop and Mystery Merchant Ship. You'll find these special shops in the event screen, and one of these 2 special shops should be available every day of the week, so keep checking them for any good deals. Not every player is willing to bust out their credit card to get an edge in the game, but if you are the type to do a little spending, make sure you're spending where it counts. Using real money to buy resource packs for an upgrade is not the most efficient way to do it. It will likely only help you with a single upgrade, then those resources are gone. Your best bet is to invest in one of the monthly benefit cards. Not only will this get you reduction in the cost of resources to upgrade buildings while it's active, but it will also give you a few other helpful perks. You'll get 1,000 gems a day, which can be used to buy resource crates in the various shops. It'll unlock the ability to create presets for your Lord equipment, which will make it easier to make sure you have the best set of equipment for when you send your troops out gathering. It'll also unlock the ability to create presets for your artifacts, which is going to help make sure that you have the best set of artifacts for when you're upgrading buildings. You'll also get some discounted items in the benefit shop, as well as the ability to schedule upgrades on the buildings outside of your wall, which makes it easier to increase your resource output rate. And finally, it'll give you a 50% discount in the resource sales store. Now, this long list of activities may seem a little intimidating at first, but I assure you, they don't take as much time and effort as you think, and they're well worth the investment. I use all of these methods personally, and I always have an abundance of resource on my main account. In fact, I find these methods so effective that I rarely have to send my troops out gathering anything except for gems when I'm running low on those. So hopefully with these tips, you all can start building your resource stocks as well.